Hey friend, hey! Today I'm back with another recipe. It's a roasted chicken and a chicken pot pie that we remixed the leftovers with. So, first getting started with that roasted chicken. I love a good roasted chicken. It is such an easy recipe that anybody could do. So, I'm doing a roasted chicken with veggies this time because I know I'm going to make chicken pot pie tomorrow. So, with that in mind, this recipe is customizable. You can use whatever veggies you want. I chose to use 4 potatoes, okay, some celery, like about 4 sticks of celery, and 2 carrots. Not too many carrots because we're not too crazy about cooked carrots, but chicken pot pie, we're gonna do it. So I'm just peeling. All my veggies are washed and clean, but I'm saving these scraps so that I can make chicken stock, you know, in the future. So don't get rid of your scraps. You can make chicken stock. And I like to put mine into a freezer bag and I keep it in the freezer until I am ready to make stock. Now moving on to our chicken, baby. This is why you inspect your chicken because the way this thing was clucking in my sink, what? I'm gonna show you in a little bit. Hold on. Look at this. Look at what? It was just crazy. I don't know what's going on with the chicken these days. I had some drumsticks the other day filled with feathers out. So upset. But anyways, you want to get it together and we're going to spatchcock this chicken. So that means just removing the backbone and so that we can cook it flat, lay it flat, and it cooks nice and even. Okay, so this is the back part with the little tail. I don't know what you call it. And I like to just use kitchen shears. You can use a knife and we're going to cut the backbone out. Okay. This chicken doesn't have any giblets and necks and I don't, oh, honey, I can't do it. So that's why you don't see that. But save this because this I use in my stock. So here's my little stock bag. I'm going to stick that in there. So when we're ready for that, pull that out the freezer. So now I'm going to clean this up. Clean it up. I am team clean my chicken. Let's say it like that. Okay. So I'm gonna just rinse this a few times and then I'm gonna actually soak this in vinegar for about 10 minutes. If you don't want to do that, don't do that, okay? Your prerogative. So now I'm going in with my casserole pan. I just put a little oil at the bottom just so the veggies don't stick. And yeah, we're gonna get that together and add in our veggies. I forgot to chop the onion on camera, but I did add about 1 small onion into these veggies. Again, I should have chopped my potatoes smaller, but yeah. Anyways, so I'm going in with my favorite seasonings, which is garlic powder, onion powder, a little salt, and pepper. Feel free to use whatever you like. You can use a seasoning blend. You can just do salt and pepper. It's whatever your heart desires. And you don't have to use olive oil. You can definitely use butter. So now you just want to toss everything, make sure your vegetables get all nice and coated, and then we're going to try to get this in a single layer as much as possible. I went in with a few garlic cloves because I forgot I had some in the fridge, so why not use them? And now here's our pretty bird. We're going to put on to our directly on top to our vegetables. You want to take those wings and just tuck them back. Tuck those little pointy things back so they do not burn. Lift the bird up and then tuck it under and then just arrange the legs like so, like that. Now you want to pat the chicken dry with a paper towel. This makes sure that the skin gets nice and crispy. Now here you can also use butter. If you want to use butter, just use like an unsalted butter or your favorite compound butter, a garlic and herb butter. That would be really nice. I try not to use so much butter when I'm cooking because I bake and stuff and it's all about balance, honey. So salt, kosher salt, all over. Make sure you season it really well. And going back in with the same seasoning, black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. This time for the chicken, I added some chicken bouillon powder, thyme leaves, and paprika for color. Now, when I get satisfied with my seasoning, I am going to make sure I rub those spices in so every piece it's nice and flavorful. If you want to use fresh herbs in here, you definitely can use fresh herbs. I just didn't have any at the time, but some fresh thyme or sage would be nice. Whatever your heart's desire. It's your kitchen. Be creative, honey. And yeah, eventually I'm gonna rub this chicken down and get it ready for the oven. So you want to also make sure that you are going up underneath the skin to make sure that those breasts are nice and flavored, and as well as the thighs and the wings. Make sure you get those wings, because there's times I forgot. I'm like, why does this thing not have any flavor? And it's like, oh yeah, I forgot those wings, shawty. So make sure you get all up in there, all up in between. And yeah, so it's about ready to go into the oven. I have my oven preheated to about, I think 400, 375, and I baked mine for 1 hour, or until the temp reads 165. So now I think this is like hours later, you guys. I forgot to get a clip of what it looked like when it came out, but I'm going to reserve some of this chicken fat for tomorrow when we make the chicken pot pie. I took about 5 tablespoons. I would say get about 6 tablespoons. About 6 tablespoons of the chicken fat if you're going to do it this way, and reserve that and put it into your fridge, and we're going to use it for tomorrow. So here's the next evening. Okay, we're going to make chicken pot pie now. So I'm just dicing up these carrots, the celery, and onion and potatoes. If you wanted to do this like fresh, no roasting the chicken and all of that, you would just either go to the store and buy it already chopped up. That's what I would do. Or chop it up yourself, and you probably need about as many veggies as you like. It's really customizable. So here's our chicken fat from yesterday, and we're going to use this as the base to make our roux. So you have all that lovely flavor at the bottom. And now I'm going to take some all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons, and we're going to begin the base of our roux. I did need to go in with another tablespoon of olive oil because my roux was looking a little crusty and dusty and dry. And I'm just going to whisk this around for about 3 minutes to get that raw flour taste off. You want to make sure that you continuously whisk this because you don't want this to burn. And cook on a medium heat. Don't be cooking on high. I be seeing people cook on high, and it's like, baby, that's why your stuff is burning. So anyways, I have 2 cups of homemade chicken stock. You can use regular chicken stock. You can use chicken bone broth, whatever you want. Okay. But you just need 2 cups, and you want to slowly add this in, whisk it, get all those lumps and clumps out, and just add a little bit more at a time until everything is just well combined. Again, going in, even though that stuff has, even though the chicken fat does have flavor, I'm just extra. I like to layer seasonings. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. Coming in with a cup of heavy cream into the mixture. Again, just whisking that all together until it's well combined. I did go in and try this just to see if the spices was exactly how I like it, and it needed a little bit more salt and a little more chicken bouillon powder. I probably would have done the better than chicken bouillon base, but I was all out, so this had to do, and I used about a teaspoon of that, and it came out just fine. Here's our chicken that I shredded and cut into pieces, and I'm going in with the vegetables and the celery, carrot, onions, and potatoes. I had some sugar snap. What are these? No, I had some peas in my freezer that I needed to use up, so I just threw those in there. And I just want to really heat this mixture up. It's already cooked. It just needs to be heated up. This is easy chicken pot pie, okay? And so making a shortcut here and not making our own dough, I'm using puff pastry. If you want double crust, then you're gonna use both of the pastry sheets. But if not, you can just put your filling on top, and you can either just put the sheet directly on top, or you can cut it into strips and make like a lattice on top of your filling, or whatever you want to do. You know, Valentine's Day is coming up, and that would be really cute to have like heart-shaped pieces of dough on top. That would be adorable. So I was really trying to roll this out for what? It wasn't working. So I'm just gonna throw this into this pan. This is a little bit smaller than a 9x13. I have to look and see what the measurements are exactly, but I feel like you could use a 9x13. I think so. I don't know, but I knew I wasn't going to make a lot, so I just used this pan. And I could have taken the extra dough and just did a crust on the side, but I didn't think about it. So getting it all together and putting the filling inside, you want to spread this as evenly as possible. And here I am going in with the second sheet. As you can see, I didn't use the whole second sheet, but yeah, that's okay. If you wanted to make a bigger pan, that's what I'm saying. I think you could use a 9x13. And you also want to make sure that you cut a hole in here, because you don't want it to just bust and be all over your onion. Oh my. All over your oven. Now I'm going in with 2 tablespoons of water, and I have an egg, whole egg, and whisking that together to make an egg wash. This is going to give it a nice shiny coating and just make it look really pretty and presentable. And I'm going to bake this in the oven on 375 degrees for 30 minutes. And here it is out of the oven. Y'all, this was so yummy and so perfect for these cold winter days. If you make any of these recipes, definitely let me know. And until next time, y'all, I will see you in my next video. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I hope you have a blessed and wonderful evening. Bye, y'all.